Well, to get some expert insight into what's going on with these elections, we're going to cross live to Dr. Yusuf Bahadır Keskin, an international relations commentator. Doctor, thanks for joining us on the program. The first thing I want to ask you is, of course, about these polls. Rather the elections. Polls are indicating that this is a neck-and-neck runoff election, making it a decisive moment in Turkish politics. So what are your expectations for what's going to happen?
Hello, first. Turkey is going through a critical election nowadays. This is the final round, and we have two candidates, Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Mr. Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. In the first round, the difference between two candidates was only 5 points. Actually, it's a less rate. Erdogan was close to winning, but he couldn't success in the first step. And in this round, he's favorite again. But in these 2 weeks between two elections, there have been many political maneuvers in Turkey. The leader of Ata Alliance, Sinan Oğan, announced his support to Recep Tayyip Erdogan. And we will see it will affect the result a few hours later. But for now, Erdogan seems close to winning. We will see in the evening what will happen.
What's your bet? Do you think that the support that Sinan Oğan's put behind Erdogan will make a significant difference?
Actually, Sinan Oğan is another experience for Turkish politics in this election. He is a nationalist people, we all know. He was a member of a nationalist movement party, and that party is in the alliance of Erdogan. So he ran a campaign on the fight against terrorism and sending back all the refugees to their countries. And we see that he was really successful. He got 5% of votes. It may came a surprise to someone, but it's perfectly natural. If you can read Turkish people's choices, it's not a surprise. Because nationalist people and other people who opposed both candidates, Erdogan and Kılıçdaroğlu, voted for Oğan in first step. But we must keep in mind another person. He is Ümit Özdağ. We must watch out him. He is the general president of the Victory Party, Zafer Party in Turkey. He prepared Sinan Oğan's candidacy. He prepared Sinan Oğan as a president candidate. And the party of Ümit Özdağ received about 3% vote in the elections. Also, he couldn't get a seat in the parliament. In these 2 weeks, Ümit Özdağ had a deal with Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. This is very crucial about these elections because the party of HDP are supporting Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. And also we all know that HDP and the terrorist organization PKK are intertwined, and many Turkish people think similar with me. They have organic ties, we all know. Kılıçdaroğlu may have received 5% more votes because of HDP, thanks to HDP. But many nationalist people or Atatürkist people didn't vote for Kılıçdaroğlu. Kılıçdaroğlu lost their votes in first step because the existence of HDP disturbed these people. Actually, unofficially, HDP was in. They were not in the coalition of Kılıçdaroğlu, his alliance, but the existence of HDP disturbed nationalist or Atatürkist people in Turkey. But however, the name of Ümit Özdağ, he is a strong nationalist people in Turkey, we all know. He can instill confidence to these voters about the fight against terrorism with PKK and with FETÖ. He's an who supported Sinan Oğan in the first round and didn't go to the polls. change their decision and they can vote for Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. It's possible. We will see in a few hours later, but I'm not sure Ümit Özdağ's support can change the result of election or not. I am not sure.
Well, Doctor,
yes, Sinan Oğan is an important name. Sinan Oğan is an important name, but Sinan Oğan's biggest partner Ümit Özdağ supported Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. Sinan Oğan supported Recep Tayyip Erdoğan. We will see what will happen.
Well, Doctor, of course, this is, like we said, a very close election. And, you know, what kind of I mean, it's also a unique election because we're seeing the first runoff in Turkish history, essentially. So what kind of possibility do you think there is that the losing candidate might not concede? And what kind of ramifications would come from that?
I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear. Can you repeat? Sorry.
Sure. Well, this is a very close election and a historically close one. I'm asking, what do you think is the possibility that the candidate who loses will not give up? And what would be the ramifications of that?
Yes, actually, this is another question about us. If the elections will conclude with the victory of Erdogan, I think we will not have many troubles about it, about the process. And many people will not remember these elections 1 week later. We will keep going on our foreign policy, on our economic. So we will start to discuss another topic in a short time. So we will start to fight with some economic troubles. We can see this. So there are many troubles we need to discuss in Turkey, and I don't know what will happen.
All right, Dr. Yusuf Bahadır Keskin, international relations commentator. Thanks a lot for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
Now, RT's Marina Kosorova breaks down